How many teams were interested in you, and what attracted you to the Bruins?
We had few teams in the mix. We had a long conversation in Vancouver, and then we also, when we kind of got stuck on something, we had few teams picked it up. And I mean, it's where do I start? Why did I choose the Bruins? I mean, everything. The culture and the organization. Like, it's a big league. We talked in between the guys all the time. Everybody talked about their experience in the past teams, and I haven't heard a bad thing in my 11 years about Bruins culture, Bruins team, and the players who played here. So pretty much it was no brainer for me when we found out the Bruins were interested in me to come and play for them, and it was mutual. I think Boston was up top of my list my whole life. It's an unbelievable organization, Original Six team, and just I feel like the Bruins style always, like, I always loved it. I love watching it. Even my first years, my second NHL game was against Boston, and they had those big guys, Chara, Bergeron, Lucic, Horton. Like the tough, hard team play against. So it was always feel like it would be one day it would be a great fit for me to come and play for the Bruins. And I mean, I'm super thankful and for opportunity from organization to get the deal done and everything. And I'm super excited to join Bruins.
Yeah, and considering your size, did you model your game at all after Chara?
Uh, I mean, it's hard. I'm not even close, and I want to start with. I know, like, in my past teams, people were calling me Big Z. Please do not ever call me Big Z now, because I mean, I feel like I'm not even close to be called half of the Big Z. He's unbelievable. He's one of the best defensemen of all time. There's definitely a lot to learn from him. Obviously, he was one of my role models growing up because size, kind of physical play, and everything, and the way the leader he is. I think I can learn a lot from him. So yeah, I mean, that could be a good time for sure.
Great, thank you.
We'll go to Dan Roach.
Hey, Nikita, welcome to Boston. How much do you think your physical style would be a match, not only with the team, but with the building, with the fans, and everything that comes with being the Boston Bruin?
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, the city overall. I mean, it's the probably the best sports city in the United States. You get Celtics. They won this year. They always have a really good team and unbelievable history in the past. The Red Sox as well. I mean, I'm not a big baseball guy, but from I'm hearing the rivalry against Yankees and all that, and obviously the Pats with Tom Brady and the Belichick dynasty. It's and the Bruins. In the past, and with all the Bobby Orr time and 2011 Cup. Like there's the city of winners, and the fans expect you to win and do good every year. And I like the challenges. I played in the big markets. I played big market in Vancouver, and it's always fun when you embrace that challenge and expect high expectation, pressure, and you just bring your best every night. And I think that's perfect place for me, and I will fit right in for sure.
Kevin Dupont.
Nikita, I'm wondering if your experience, though, might be somewhat similar to Chara's in how he changed his game over the years from Islanders to Ottawa, then to here, coming in as this, big kid and expected to be just a physical player, and became more. Have you had that sort of similar experience of changing your game, refining your game from the start?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I was drafted as the offensive guy. I would say, like, I had some offensive upside in junior. When Buffalo picked me in the first, I was running some power play in Buffalo and Colorado. But I get older, there's league a little bit shifted towards little fast skilled D-men. So when I was drafted, it wasn't many of them in the league. And but I mean, I can chip in offensively when you need. I can obviously the defense is first for me, and being physical, being hard to play against. That's the main thing as well. But I can also skate, score sometimes. Like not like big goal score, but I mean, I'm trying my best. And like you said, sometimes it takes some time for D-men to develop in this league. I feel like one of those cases for sure. If you look I'm getting better and better every year. I think definitely the right coaching helped me a lot. Starting with Daryl Sutter, and then last year I got Rick Tocchet. He was unbelievable in me. Adam Foote worked with me a lot and helped me on so many details. What's good for D-men. So that's one of the reasons I came as well, because of the coaching staff of this team. I mean, Jim Montgomery, I actually spent a couple of weeks skating with him while he was coaching Denver University, while I was getting ready for the season in Denver, while I was playing in Avalanche. So I kind of know him personally a little bit and only heard good things about him. And I mean, watching the Bruins in the playoffs, while you play on the West Coast, it's easy to watch East Coast games a little bit early, so you can go to bed early. So I've been watching a lot of East Coast hockey for sure. And just there's big sympathy how Bruins been playing and how they've been coached well, and how they always creating this unbelievable culture inside the team and everything. So, I mean, it's I just want to get started as soon as possible and learn new things and get better every day for sure.
Matt Vautour.
Nikita, did you and Elias talk at all going into this, and what's it meant to kind of play together now? It will be a third spot.
We talked a little bit. Obviously, it's you're trying to keep the low key a little bit between you and your family, your agent, kind of. But I mean, we were actually joking around last year while we played Bruins. We were like, "Oh, that would be a great place to play here together." Eh? But it worked out perfectly. I'm excited. It's going to be our third team together past 4 years, and hopefully next 6 years as well. And I mean, he's unbelievable. Obviously, we had a pretty good team in Calgary my first year, and then and he was a big part of it for sure. He had unbelievable wingers, and they put up the show. They were probably best line in the league that time, and he came in and to Canucks this year at the deadline, a little bit different role for him for sure. We had a pretty good depth in the settlement, so he had to play a little bit less minute than he expected. But he can like he showed that he can do everything. He can PK, first power play. He's a first line settlement. He's gonna complement his wingers. He's an unbelievable teammate. He's the guy who's gonna go up there and compete every night, and he wants to win as much as I want. So that's definitely exciting time for us to come to Bruins and hopefully try to win something.
What are things that he brings that people maybe don't see, that they can't see just from watching?
He's not a flashiest guy, but I think he does everything right. So like, people love the players who plays the right way all the time. He's not going to cheat for offense because he doesn't want to give up something defensively. But he, like I said, he complements his wingers really well. So if you put him in the right situation to succeed, he's going to be an unbelievable player for sure. And I think that's the plan in here.
Go next to Chris Ryan.
Hey, Nikita, welcome to Boston. Just kind of during the process, were any of the Bruins players reached out to you? And you mentioned the culture. What kind of a feeling did you get from them on that? A, and B, playing with Charlie McAvoy potentially as a top D pair. What do you like about him, and how do you see your game potentially complementing his?
Yeah, I mean, I probably cannot tell you about the reach out and all that stuff, but I spoke to some of the guys after the deal was announced for sure. They welcomed him to the team. It seems pretty good group. Like I told you, I did a homework, pre-scout a little bit. I spoke to the guys who played before, and they told me so many good things about the room, the guys, the group they created, how it's super helpful and so easy to fit in. So obviously that's a main thing for me as well. And with Charlie, I mean, I've been watching him a lot. He's one of my favorite D-men in the league for sure. And the way he plays, he's got some grit. Like when he hits open ice hits, I think that will fit well with me. He played unbelievable against in Toronto series. It was definitely fun to watch, and in Florida as well. So, I mean, I got to go up there and just compliment him, help him to be good. Maybe he can create something a little bit more offensively as well, because he can trust in me to be behind him, help him, and be aggressive. I like his aggressiveness as well. I think it's important in this league, so you can kill plays quickly, and then don't let the team much time in the D zone, neutral zone, close the things quick. So I think that's important for sure. And I mean, we'll see. I mean, when the camp goes on, we're probably going to gain more chemistry together, and that's pretty important, I think, as well.